Hey, hello, welcome, or welcome back to Ginger Beach Studio, formerly it's Nana's Place. I'm Taz. Just a heads up, sometimes I cuss, you know, because I'm an adult. If you're drinking haterade, you gotta go. Your high horse is totally welcome though. Also, I'm just human. Sometimes I malfunction. Okay, maybe it's a little more frequently than sometimes. Now, grab your coffee, tea, whiskey, or water. Let's go make a mess. Hello. Okay, I'm going to start this evening. And I'll have to come back tomorrow. It'll be the same video for you guys. But prepping books takes me forever. So I usually put on video, really good playlist, podcast, something to listen to while I'm doing it. But I wanted to break it down for anyone who's just now getting into altered books for collage, journals, memory keeper, whatever you're going to use it for. So I've got some books I come across while I was digging through random junk. I'm not sure, because all three of these I can see the signatures in all three, which I think is where I went wrong on one of my skinny books before. I didn't pay attention to that part. So I'm not sure how many I need to take out, because I end up with great big chunky books if I'm adding, not just like glue books, if I'm adding things, pockets, tuck-ins, wait, where's my other one? I have one. Okay, like this one, if I use it as a memory book, I throw everything but in the kitchen sink in them. So, just, yeah. And I don't believe I took any out in this one. I think I just glued them together. I think. Sometimes I do that. Other times I take out however many pages. And the page before the ones I tore out and the page after the ones I tore out, those are the ones I glue together. So you don't get any ratty edges down the middle, wherever you take them out from. Now, that being said, some of the books I use, like the big technical books, have a metric buttload of pages in them. These I'll take out up to 5 pages in a row out of, and I'll leave a page, 5 pages, leave 2, and do that. Anywhere between 3 and 5. And I leave 2 because one of those becomes the front, then you've got the gap where all the pages were taken out, and then the one behind that. So any of those yucky edges, sometimes I just get icky edges. Now, some books will let you just tear the pages out relatively easily in most of the page. Other ones I actually have to use blade of X-Acto, an X-Acto knife, blade of X-Acto, with cutting board, real thin cutting board, will fit in there like so. Naturally you do it flat, not how I have it sitting right now. Oh. And squish that in there, and then I just trim it out leaning against the cutting board, right? And save all the pages you take out, because those are good to turn into everything from painty papers to envelopes to pockets to tuck spots, all the other ephemera you might need for other projects, right? Let's see, I don't think I need to start this one yet. I have any of the old books that the kids are done with. I have a handful. I don't have all of them because we used to have, oh my god, so many. But but I have saved a handful of them. They do take forever to fill up. One, because I don't use them that often, like my glue book here. This was an electrical book. Apparently I've torn stuff out of it. This one I don't think I prepped. Oh, that's right, I was working on stuff. I don't think I prepped this one first, and I'm notorious for this too, because if I just want to glue, I'll grab whatever is available and just start gluing things in it, which I need to sit down and just have a good glue day, right? And none of these pages are finished. I've got to come in and paint and do whatever. And some I'll glue several pages in a row, because I know there's a whole lot of book still that I can glue pages together. And a lot of these I haven't glued things all the way in the crack. Don't feel the crack. Oh, that's where you went to. Nice. But a lot of these, wherever they're left blank like this, I'll glue them together with glue stick. If I remember correctly, oh yeah, I like to make random things that just, yeah, tell stories of their own. Oh, the miniatures. Okay, I'm going to get totally sidetracked. Where was I going? I don't remember. Oh, anywhere that's left behind. This one, I think, when I started it, only had so many glue sticks left, so I prefer to use glue sticks on the gluing the things in, rather than wasting glue sticks on just gluing pages together, right? Because I can always come back and do that later. That one's prepped. I don't know why. Intriguing. Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah, okay. So yeah, and this'll get glued together. Right, let me make sure it's appropriate. Oh, it's an old piece out of a different art journal. Oh, that was 2016. That's crazy. Texture. I love it. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, I don't need to go through it, but hopefully you get the idea. And yeah, I'm not real fancy or pedantic about any of my glue books or altered books. One, they're just for me. They don't need to be pretty, right? If I was going to make one to give to somebody else, I would take a hell of a lot more time and make it much nicer, obviously. Okay, first thing I tend to do is run through, and you don't have to go page by page, but every couple pages, definitely. This used to make me cry, the whole breaking the spine of a book. I worked in a library for too long for that to be acceptable. Just working in books, I could not wrap my head around messing up a book. Like, you just didn't. But then I realized, after watching so many people make altered books, a lot of these books that they can't sell, do you know what they do with them? They tear the covers off and throw everything in the dumpster. Like, what? Not even recycling, just the dumpster. That's unacceptable too. So, books that you are not going to use, you don't know anybody who might want it, or, you know, even the donated books, if you've looked in thrift stores and whatever, a lot of those, if they don't sell within a certain amount of time, they just chuck them. which, you know, when we come to reduce, reuse, recycle, no. So anymore, a lot of the time, I try and reuse, reduce, recycle as much as I personally can when it comes to books. All the paper goods, right? God, this artwork is so gorgeous in these. Which is awesome because all the pages we take out, we keep and use for other things. Also, I start kinda in the middle and work towards the back. Oh, that one I'll tape down, just for a little extra reassurance there. And then I come back whether I've hit that page yet or not, and work all the way back to the front cover. If you don't want to use your hand, or you're having hand issues, and I do understand because I have my own. I think all of us, have carpal tunnel, tendinitis, older, Franken hands I call it, especially first thing in the morning. Oh my God. You can use why is it every time we turn on the camera to record, we can't remember shit? It's a bone file? Bone folder. Whatever. You use that. Sometimes you can use a ruler. I don't like it because it's crinkling my page. Also, it'll depend on how many pages you take out, will depend on, I find, what kind of paper it is. Like, these are real thick pages. It's real nice paper, too. I'm not sure how it'll go with gluing on it, because it is a little bit shiny. My favorite books to use are definitely technical manuals, old map books, any of the school textbook type stuff. What else? I like using dictionary paper. It's hella thin though, so I don't use it for glue books, but making things out of for ephemera and whatnot, I love to do that. And painty paper, if you do enough layers, you can stiffen it up a lot. Also, I cheat with the dictionary papers. I will put matte medium on the front and the back. No matter what I'm going to use it for, pockets or any, especially for pockets and stuff, just to give it a little more heft. And sometimes I will glue dictionary pages to printer paper or something else, again, just to give it a little more something to hold it together for longer. Again, usually for pockets or tuck spots and that kind of thing. Belly bands. Okay, it's incredibly boring, so definitely have a movie on in the background, or your favorite YouTubers, whatever. I'll watch live streams and do this, you know. Right, a lot of the time I got out of making videos because I was just doing this stuff anyway. And I keep getting told, well, if you're doing it anyway, you should be doing it on camera. Okay. Some stuff, sure. Other stuff I sit in the floor and do it. So I'm not trying to reset up a whole setup for that. Because my big drawings, I do that in the floor. It's just because they take up way too much space. Okay. Now, this also helps. And again, depending on the book, I'm really... Man, why did they not put it in here? I usually glue the first couple pages to the cover. Again, just for a little reassurance to hold the text block to the cover. And give the spine a little extra support, hopefully. Because if you've seen any of my spine surgeries, I can blow out a spine of a book pretty damn quick. Okay. See, and already just by doing that, the spine warped a little. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's now just on a little bit of an angle. I'm not too concerned about it. When we get to gluing things in the book, whether you're doing backgrounds in it or just straight gluing, using as a glue book or whatever, you got to follow the rule. Page in front, page in middle, page towards the back. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth throughout your book. I still curve all of my spines, even following that rule. If I don't follow that rule, the book will curve like damn near completely on itself. So work throughout your book. Don't just go front to back. You'll completely screw up your book. Again, if you don't really care one way or the other, do you. It's your book. It's your book. Okay. I'm tired. Can you tell? Alrighty. And yeah, I'm not sure these signatures aren't that fabulous. Let's look about there, maybe. Yeah. I'm not sure that's going to tear out the way I want it to. And sometimes you have to turn the book any which direction that'll work better for you. I don't care about raggedy edges. In fact, I prefer raggedy edges. Some of, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. See how that left little tails in there? I usually leave these. Some people will pick them out. I don't, just in case the book's not put together correctly or not strong enough to hold its corresponding page in. Do you know what I mean? But that's why I leave this then. Hang on. Before I get too far. I do also use a sticky note where I started, because I work all the way to the back, and then I'll come back, I'll turn the book this way, and I'll work from where I started all the way to the front of the book. And I have messed this up before. But I leave the tails in. This page will then be glued to the next one on this side. I'm going to tear out, I think, 3. And try and get it as close to the ditch as you can. And some of them after a while will just get bigger and bigger on this, so you've got to go, just take your time. We're not in a rush. See, and it's hard to tell. I don't know if I need to take out 3 or 4. I think I'm going to do 3 on this book. Again, I always make fluffy books, so it doesn't matter to me if it crocodiles. I think 3. So, we leave the one in front. We've got the pages we took out. Leave that gap. Leave this page here. That will become one page. Yes? Are you with me? So we tear out 3, leave 2, tear out the next 3. Okay, let me do that real quick. Ah, see, that's a center. That's okay, because I can do this. Should be able to do that. Yeah. That's the center of that signature. Alright, which means I got to be careful taking this one out, because it now will try and tear that one out also. And if I tear pages, again, I'm not worried about it. I leave that in there because that's going to hold this page in better. So I just took out 3 pages. So we've got 1, 3 missing, 1. On the next page, 3 missing. This becomes our a front and back becomes our one page, and that hides all those ugly bits that I left behind, right? Are you with me? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so leave 1, 2, take out the next 3. Some will come out real easy, some will fight you, some will tear. It doesn't matter how many years I've done this for, some are still just a booger. Okay. Oh, that's another good tip. If you lose count, which trust me, if you do a big enough book, you may lose count how many you just took out. Instead of trying to dig through the little tails that are left behind, if you put the first section you did this way on whatever stack you're making, then the next 3 this way, the next ones we'll put this way, so we'll stack them. We know how many we've got. I can look back and go, how many did I just tear out? Was it 2 or 3? Right? I find that to be helpful when I remember to do it. You can also count your page numbers. Like have a look back through your stack that you just tore and count your page numbers. I'm too lazy to do that typically. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we leave the front and the back. We leave the next one. And take out 3. And I usually go through the whole book doing, almost forgot my whole thing there. Okay, 1, hang on. 2. 3. Okay. I also put on a little, not a lot, just a little bit of moisturizer on your hands before you start, because the paper will dry the shit out of your hands, and it helps me pick up pages most of the time. You can, if you want to, glue as you go, like tear out the 3, glue these pages. I did, when I first started doing these, I used to do it like that, and for whatever reason, I don't like doing it that way. I don't know why. But you can. Okay, 1, 2, take out 3. Oh, is that a center? That one's a center, close to a center. Nope, that one's a center. They start getting real boogery when you get the center. Again, depending on the book. No. Where's your other half? No, it's on the other side of that. Alright, hang on. One. That's the center. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is leave this video, where are we at, 23 minutes? Yeah, I'll leave this part here. I'll do the rest of this and come back for the gluing part. You're probably not going to want to watch me tear pages out of books all night. Like, no, I know I get bored with it, so, yeah. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I've torn pages out. Now, what I did do is tear out the very front page, even though it was slightly stuck to the front cover, because I really want her. I can use her for other things. Really want her, but I will still stick the first couple pages to here. Not that one. Go through your book, because depending on how it was put together, seeing that's kicked back the other way now. That's crazy. I don't like, when I got to halfway, I had to look at the spine. I don't think I needed to take out 3 pages. I probably could have just taken out 2. So when I got to the other half of the book, I did take out just 2. Take out 2, leave 2. Take out 2, leave 2. Right? And this book, I think it's just because the paper's real thick. It's not as full as I thought it was. But go through your book. You may have pages that fall out. If you do, it's no big deal. If you lose track and you took out too many, no big deal. You stick them together. But that is the tearing out part. If you're going to tear out, you don't have to. There's no rule that says you have to. The gluing part, and you can use whatever you've got. Hang on, I need paper. Okay. I should just use some parchment paper, as we do. Okay. There's my front, my back, and I see my crumbs in the center here. Now, typically I just use a glue stick. What's the best glue? Depending on what you're working on, the closest glue to you. And I stand by that. Now, sometimes, seriously, sometimes I will just glue. Aw, it's warm in here. Can you tell? I will just, alright. I'm not digging that. I'm not. Yeah, it's very warm in here. I will just glue the edge like so. Let me stick that one on there. Grab my book, if I can pick it up, so that my spine's kind of straight, and just lay it down. Take our trusty scraper, gift card, I don't know, whatever else they come in. And that's done. Let's I'll wipe off the excess, whatever sticks out. Now, sometimes I will glue the whole thing. I haven't noticed that much of a difference in the final product at all. But that is basically, that's it. Ugh. And yeah, you can use whatever glue you've got. If I use wet glue, I notice that the pages usually buckle. Again, sometimes it's real bad, other times it's barely noticeable. If you've got a tear in your page, I personally don't worry about it too much. Again, most of these pages are going to be covered in paint and collage fodder, right? Try and make sure you haven't got glue everywhere. You will stick your pages together a little bit, so if that might stress you out, try not to do that. And I could, you know, leave paper in between each one, do a set, let them dry, come back and do some more. Right now I'm just doing enough to show you how to get started. Now I am bummed, and it does happen when you alter books. Sometimes there really are things on the pages you've got left that you would have preferred to use. If you can, you can go through and cut those things out first before you start tearing pages out, because that'll change your count on what's laying where. Or you can fudge it, you know. If you need to leave a page, then leave the page. I don't think there's any actual... Wait. See, I may have fucked up. I did. No, I didn't. Never mind. I thought I did. If I had have actually fucked up, and this page wasn't there, then I would have just, even with 2 sections missing, those ones I tend to just glue top and bottom and turn it into a pocket. Okay? There's no, you can still glue them together regular, however you want to do. Those ones I tend to turn into a pocket. I take it as a sign. Which you can do. You can turn as many as you can turn your whole book into pockets if you want. I've done those before. They're a lot of fun. And then you've got all sorts of little hidey spots for journal cards or tuck spot, secret things. You make them to send to somebody. You hide sticker sheets and little envelopes full of ephemera and stuff in them. Those are a lot of fun. I hear you, little peep. Little girl is mad because it's bedtime. Why aren't you going to bed? I hear you. Okay, so again, I think I'm just going to get off of here. And I will... Probably not tonight. It'll be tomorrow for me, but it'll be in a second for you guys. Just do a flip through of the book, the prepped book, ready to go to use to do whatever with. And I have several other books to do this with, so we're not doing them all on camera. That's just not going to happen. And I'm not doing it all in one day. But hopefully that gives you the... gives you the general idea. If you have questions, please let me know, because I know how it is in my head. I don't usually talk to people about the doing of, because just about everybody I know that does all this already does all this. I am quite enjoying the new people coming in that have just found, you know, the collage and altered books and all the junk journals and stuff. I'm really enjoying watching them learn to do stuff, because we've been doing it forever and we don't think about it, you know. And there's actually, I'm realizing I have forgotten a lot of things. There's things I don't remember doing or learning, because I don't, if I don't use them, I don't do it all the time, I'll forget about it. So a couple of these are torn down the bottom. I'm not worried about it because I'm going to cover it with other junk. Okay. Alright. I'm going to get off of here and I will pop back in and show you what it looks like. And again, I probably took out more pages in this book than I should have. I probably could have left this whole book, because those pages really are thick. But who knows? It's, I don't really care. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Alright, I wasn't going to do any more tonight, but I did. But I did. Because once I get started, I usually just keep going with stuff. As I can. Okay, ran into a slight snag that may come up for you. It's not really a snag. It's just, I love these fish. Look at them. Look at them. That's so cool. I love them so much that I did not stick, had planned on sticking this page also to the cover. I'm technically gonna do that. First, I'm just going to do this. Why? Because I can. Mind your business. Take a seat. But now I have awesome collage fodder. They're too cool. I can't not. See, and the page before the cover was starting to peel and crack anyway. So this one has to go, I believe this one has to go here. Just to add that little bit of structural integrity. Hang on. Now that I threw my paper away, I need it again. I mean, I threw it too far and I'm not going all the way across my bed to get it. Okay, where are we at here? Alright, let me do that real quick. The cover pages, I do glue the whole page. Again, just for some kind of structural integrity, as it were. Don't you do that, you dirty bastard. Gonna have to put my disclaimer video before this one. Oh, whatever. I don't care, I'm tired. I still have shit to do before I can go to bed. Yay me. Okay, and then we're gonna roll the cover down this way. Now, I probably did not need to take out any pages whatsoever in this book. How do I know that? I'll show you. Although, I have a plan. And again, it's you kind of just figure it out as you go. Some books are real skinny when you pull all the pages out, and then by the time you get done filling them up again, they're crazy. So I never can tell on that part. But that, can you see how skinny she is now? Wait, where are we at? That way. In the spine here. I don't know if that's going to pick it up. Always looks different on my camera screen than it does on there. It's not a very big book, but this gives me free reign to stick as much crap in it as I think I possibly can. I am going to keep the cover the same on this one because it is way too cool to cover. At best, I might stick something on the bottom here, maybe. But most of them, I add extra stuff or completely cover, depending on what I'm going to use it for. But that, my darlings, is how I at least prep a book. You may want to check out, and I'll add an info card at the top. Carla, what's her channel? What's Carla's channel? Caged Fish with a K. Caged Fish, I believe is her channel. I'll add a thingy so you can go check out her channel. She is, there's another one I can't think of. She is an absolute wizard when it comes to altered books. She's one of the ones I first started watching where I learned you could do such a thing and it wasn't blasphemy. And she does a lot of glue book stuff that's just gorgeous. Oh my god, her work is gorgeous. I love it. And this book probably will be a, I'm gonna use it as a glue therapy book. It's like art therapy. It's just to chill out. You don't, it doesn't have to have a purpose. It's just, it gives you something to do to either zone out and not stress about stuff, or gives you something to do that is creative while you're processing other stuff. And with the glue books, the altered glue books, you can stick as like layers. Say I did all of this, I put stuff on all of this. I can always come back and add more stuff on top. I will literally stick as much crap in a book as I think the book will hold. Because you can. Like, you totally can. If you come back flipping through and you go, oh man, I found a new thing that would look cool over here. Stick it down. Even if you've got all sorts of stuff in the background, stick it down. It's your book. There's really no rules. Just do you. Have fun. Enjoy. Create. This is another good exercise for people who think they're not creative. The whole I'm not artistic thing. Like, I draw stick figures. so I don't find myself to be good at what I like to do. What's it? I don't even know how to articulate that. There are lots of ways of being creative and artistic, and they all matter. They all count. They're all good for your health. Alright, my loves. I'm going to go do stuff so I can get ready for bed. If you have any questions, please let me know, because I have other books I need to do, which I may not do yet. I may just wait on those. I don't know if they look like they're bound the same as this, and I don't think I like that. I really don't. That one specifically. So I may just leave them like that and try and save some spaces in between, so if I need to glue pages together I can. But I mean, it is going to fill up and gator some. It just is, because I'm going to add stuff to it. But as to how much, I don't know. I don't know. That one probably needs pages to come out. Because it's got fat signatures. This one didn't have as many pages per signature as I first thought it did. This one has a lot of small signatures. So I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me. Blech. Okay, I need water. Alright, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Know that I love you. Do something creative and awesome. And just really take care of yourselves, okay? You're important, whether you think so or not. Alright? I love you. Okay, bye.